Salutations, my fellow exile. Listen, you are here, and that is a terrible mistake, but also a glorious necessity. You are sitting there in your skin, which is a very silly fabric if you think about it, waiting for the conveyor belt of time to drop a dollop of meaning onto your plate. You want the sugar, the fudge, the frothy pink delight of an easy life. But the architect of this reality does not care about your sweet tooth. The architect cares about the girder, the beam, the unyielding steel of your own potential. You look at the wars in your living room and the battles in your brain and you say, I would prefer not to, but that is not a choice available in the catalog. The menu is fixed. Fighting has been enjoined upon you while it is hateful to you, but perhaps you hate a thing and it's good for you, and perhaps you love a thing and it's bad for you. And Allah knows, while you know not. Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 216. It is absurd, isn't it, to be handed a sword when you wanted a spoon, but you are not required to swing it in a panic. You are merely required to be the metal that does not break. You are not a second-hander, a person who borrows their soul from the neighbors. You are a distinct, solid thing. You stand there. You stick to the earth like a vermicious nid sticks to a window pane. Perseverance is the magnet that will, in these days, attract the promised blessings of the Almighty Author of our beloved faith. That's from The Dawn of a New Age, page 99. And while you stand there, abiding by the laws of physics and magnetism, the lights will go out. They almost always do. The sky will turn the color of a bruised plum, and the wind will howl like a banshee with a stubbed toe. You will think the factory has exploded. You will think the great glass elevator has smashed into the roof. But this is just physics. This is just the pressure required to turn coal into something that doesn't smudge. If the heavens gather blackness and all the elements combine to hedge up the way, know thou, my son, that all these things shall give thee experience and shall be for thy good. That's from the Book of Mormon's Doctrine and Covenants, 122-7. Here is the trick, the grand optical illusion. You are a machine that functions without needing to claim the output. The product is irrelevant. The man who demands the prize has already lost his dignity. He's a whiner, a sniveler, a groveling little beast. The function is the virtue. You have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Never consider yourself to be the cause of the results, and never be attached to not doing your duty. That's from the Gita, chapter 2, verse 47. And while you are existing in this grim and glorious state, you will meet terrible people. Oh, simply ghastly people. Mugwumps of the highest order. They will scream and they will shout and they will try to blow your house down. Do you scream back? Do you puff up your chest like a pompous balloon? No, you do not. You do not shout. You do not pout. You take the high road or you get out. Overcome the angry by non-anger. Overcome the wicked by goodness. Overcome the miser by generosity. Overcome the liar by truth. Dhammapada, verse 223. You must be a paradox. You must be as rigid as a skyscraper in your integrity. But you must be fluid. If you are a rock, they will smash you. If you are the ocean, you simply exist, and they drown in their own confusion. It is a matter of hydrodynamics and spiritual engineering. Nothing in the world is as soft and yielding as water, yet for dissolving the hard and inflexible, nothing can surpass it. That's the Tao Te Ching, verse 28. The best machines are not the ones with the most bells and whistles and flashing lights. The best machines are the ones that simply are. The quiet ones, the ones that don't need to announce their presence with a brass band. The rational man, does not strut. The master said, the firm, the enduring, the simple, and the modest are near to virtue. That's from the Analects, chapter 13, verse 27. And when the gears grind, when the sadness comes, and it will come, like a giant foot stomping on your anthill, do not despair. Do not look at the wreckage and cry boo-hoo. The wreckage is necessary. The wreckage is the renovation crew. They are throwing out the moldy furniture. They are burning the old rugs. They are making room for something spectacular, something shiny and gold and efficient. Sorrow prepares you for joy. It violently sweeps everything out of your house so that new joy can find space to enter. That's from Rumi, the essential Rumi, or to connect it to a religion, it's Sufism. A fool screams at the renovation crew. A fool throws a tantrum because his favorite dusty chair is gone. A wise man watches the dust settle and checks the blueprints. Fools give full vent to their rage, but the wise bring calm in the end. Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 11. You are not a loose screw rolling around on the floorboards. You are not a scrap of metal in the junk heap. You were designed. You were placed. Even if you feel like a one-eyed snozzcumber in a field of roses, there is a grid coordinate for you. The Bible says God sets the lonely in families. He leads out the prisoners with singing. That's Psalm 68, verse 6. And finally, when the smoke clears, when the whangdoodles have stopped roaring and the logic of the equation balances out to zero, you will see it. It will be bright. It will be sharp. It will be the only thing that matters in a universe of chaos and noise. It will be the fact, the reality, the thing that is. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. That's the Bible, John chapter 8, verse 32. Now go scrub behind your ears. The shift is starting. I love ya.